So today we will be discussing with the topic consolidation, and we will be moving on with the previous discussion, that was the effect consolidation characteristics of soil. So see here we are talking about the effect of soil type, and we discussed already that with change in time the settlement will be different for the sandy soil and for the clay soil. We know already that the permeability of the sand is what somewhat higher. So the pore water of sand, pore water for sand, K of sand is higher. So what happens, the pore water will seep out very quickly. So as soon as the load is applied, the water will be draining out. So that is why the rate of settlement is higher. So you see the steeper slope of this curve here, this one, see, and because the porosity is very much less, okay, porosity is very much less, so the volume of void is also less, volume of void is less, therefore the volume of water occupied is less, therefore the settlement which will be observed will also be less. So यहाँ पे कम settlement यहाँ पे observe की जाती है. But in case of this clay, what happens when you are talking about the total settlement? First of all we are talking about the total settlement. The porosity of clay is very high, so clay बहुत ही porous होती है. So what happens, the volume of voids are also very much high, so the volume of water which can be filled in the voids will also be high. So the pore water which has to be expelled out, that will also be much higher. But in that case, because the permeability is lower, so the movement of water is being restricted, the rate of movement of water is being restricted because of low permeability of clay. Kc is what, very much less. So in that case the value of the settlement comes out to be very much less. The value of settlement comes out to be very much more, okay. But the rate of settlement with the time, the rate of settlement will be very much slow, very much less in the clay, and permeability is less, and the total settlement which is observed will be more with time. And this will be very much problematic for us also, because when the settlement is more and with time, so what happens, if you have constructed a structure, let us say today you have constructed a building, now what happens if after let us say 5 years or 10 years the settlement is taking place and the soil is of clay nature, settlement is still being observed. So that is a problematic thing for the designer. Now see, that is what I have discussed here, permeability of sand is greater than clay, so the rate of settlement, that is which you are seeing in the graph by the slope, in sand is found to be comparatively more than that of clay. And see, when the void ratio of sand is less than clay, when the void ratio is less, so we are talking about what, volume, we are talking about the volume means we are talking about the change in height, that is the settlement h. So the sand has less volume of voids and so can carry the less volume of water, so the total settlement in sand is comparatively less than that in clay, that we have already observed in the figure. Now we are showing, we will be seeing the effect of stress history. Now there are two types of soils, that is normally consolidated and over consolidated soils. Now understand one thing here, that let us say if you are considering one example of running, like if you are running for each and every day for let us say 1 month or 2 month, you are running for let us say 10 kilometers, okay. Now if for any day, if after 1 month or so I ask you to run for 5 kilometers, it will be very much easier for you. Why? Because at that point of time you have your body is already accustomed to what, 10 kilometers. So this thing I will be using, see here. Now first, normally consolidated soils, so the NCS are those soils which are loaded for the first time in the history to the present effective applied stress, okay. So the first time the load which is applying, it is the maximum value, okay. It is comparatively more compressible and shows higher settlement, okay, 2 points, more compressible and shows higher settlement with increase in effective stress. So if let us say if you have a normally consolidated soil, so if you are applying some effective stress, let us say delta sigma, so if for this soil what happens, the very first time that amount of load is being applied, the soil will be showing much more compressibility, okay. But if you are taking in the case of over consolidated soils, see what is happening here, these are the soils which are loaded in the past to the stresses which are greater than the present effective applied stress. मतलब जो पहले जो past लगा था, पहले मतलब किसी कुछ समय के पहले अगर कुछ स्ट्रेस लेट से डेल्टा सिग्मा डैश, अगर मान लो कुछ इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस लगा हुआ था तो वो आज के स्ट्रेस से काफ़ी ज़्यादा था, मतलब OCS ने पहले ही कुछ लोड झेल रखा था। लेट्स से जैसे मैंने आपको एग्जांपल दिया अभी कि कोई व्यक्ति 10 किलोमीटर की प्रैक्टिस कर रहा है रनिंग की, सो उसके लिए 5 किलोमीटर दौड़ना आसान रहेगा, मानते हो आप इस चीज़ को। बट एंड सिमिलरली इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट द OCS, व्हाट हैपेंस देयर, दीज आर लोडेड इन द पास्ट टू द स्ट्रेसेस विच आर ग्रेटर, मतलब पास्ट में जो स्ट्रेसेस थे वो थोड़े से ज़्यादा थे। लेट्स से पहले जो है ये कैसे कैसे केसेस हो सकते हैं, मान लीजिए कि कोई सॉइल है और उसके ऊपर कुछ कंस्ट्रक्शन खड़ा था, कुछ कंस्ट्रक्शन किया गया था, लेट्स से कुछ भी कंस्ट्रक्शन स्ट्रक्चर था, बिल्डिंग थी, और उसने जो है कुछ इस सॉइल के ऊपर 100 यूनिट्स का प्रेशर लगाया। अब अगर मान लीजिए मैंने इस कंस्ट्रक्शन को तोड़ दिया, ओके, एंड व्हाट हैपेंड, इसी सॉइल पे मैंने क्या किया, मैंने दूसरा कंस्ट्रक्शन बनाया बहुत ही छोटा सा। सो व्हाट हैपेंस हियर, जो अभी की बात कर रहा हूँ वहाँ पे क्या है, लेट्स से 50 यूनिट्स का स्ट्रेस है, तो ये ओवर कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल मानी जाएगी, है ना। अगर मान लीजिए इसी केस में इफ व्हाट डू आई डू, इफ आई रिमूव दिस स्ट्रक्चर ऑल्सो, ओके, इफ आई रिमूव दिस स्ट्रक्चर ऑल्सो इन दिस 50 इट विल बी बिहेविंग एज ओवर कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल, क्योंकि पहले से इस पे क्या लग चुका है, पहले से इस पे इस 50 से ज़्यादा तो लोड लग ही चुका है। नाउ इफ़ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस थिंग, सी अगर मैंने ये वाला कंस्ट्रक्शन भी तोड़ दिया और मैंने क्या किया, मैंने उसी सॉइल पे इस कंस्ट्रक्शन को तोड़ के 50 यूनिट वाले जो लोड लगा रहा था उसको मैंने तोड़ के मैंने क्या किया, लेट्स से मैंने एक बड़ा कंस्ट्रक्शन तैयार किया और इसका वेट था, लेट्स से जो ये लोड लगा रहा था डेट से 150 था। अब ये पहली बार, अब ये जो सॉइल है ये पहली बार उतना लोड झेल रही होगी, क्योंकि 100 यूनिट्स का लोड तो झेल चुकी थी, बट ये जो 150 यूनिट का है, दिस वन इट इज experiencing it for the very first time. So what happens, now this soil which was earlier behaving as OCS now will be behaving as normally consolidated soil, because see here, in the normally consolidated soils are those soils which are loaded for the first time in the history, पहले से लेके अभी तक जो भी लोड लग रहा है वो अभी सबसे ज़्यादा है, ओके, जो पहली बार जो अभी नॉर्मली लोड लग रहा है that is the maximum value. सो जो सॉयल पहले OCS की तरह बिहेव कर रही थी 50 के लोड पे, नाउ दिस इज व्हाट, नाउ 150 के लोड पे क्या होगा, दिस विल बी बिहेविंग एज नॉर्मली कंसोलिडेटेड सॉयल। तो जब हम 100 से इसमें आ रहे होंगे 50 वाले में तो क्या होगा, दिस विल बी सॉयल विल बी हैविंग लेस कंप्रेसिबिलिटी, ओके, बट जैसे ही 50 से आप 150 पे आओगे व्हाट विल बी देयर, द कंप्रेसिबिलिटी शोन बाय द सॉइल विल बी वेरी मच हायर, और जो सेटलमेंट आप ऑब्जर्व करोगे दैट विल बी ऑल्सो वेरी मच हायर। सो विद इंक्रीज इन इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस द सॉइल विच विल बी बिहेविंग एज नॉर्मली कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल इन दिस केस दैट विल बी मच मोर कॉम्प्रेसिबल, ओके। सो मान लीजिए यहाँ से यहाँ तक 100 से लेके 50 तक आपका कुछ चेंज आया 2 सेंटीमीटर का, ओके, मैं एक आर्बिट्ररी वैल्यू ले रहा हूँ सिर्फ, अगर 2 सेंटीमीटर का चेंज आया और उसके बाद अगर आप दिस 50 से अगर आप 150 पे जाते हो तो क्या होगा, वहाँ पे ऑब्वियस सी बात है कि नया लोड लग रहा है, मतलब वो सॉइल नॉर्मली कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल की तरह बिहेव कर रही है, नॉर्मली कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल की तरह बिहेव कर रही है, मतलब कि 2 सेंटीमीटर से ज़्यादा ही वहाँ पे सेटलमेंट देखा जाएगा, ओके। सो ये था नॉर्मली कंसोलिडेटेड और ओवर कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल। नाउ विल बी सीइंग व्हाट इज द प्री कंसोलिडेशन स्ट्रेस and over consolidation ratio. So see here the maximum effective stress, जैसे हमने वहाँ पे बात करी थी क्या, हमने पहले बात करी क्या कि किसी भी सॉइल में लेट से पहले कितना लोड था, 100 का लोड था, फिर बाद में क्या हुआ 50 का हुआ, फिर उसके बाद क्या हुआ 150 का हो गया। सो व्हाट हैपेंड देयर, दैट द मैक्सिमम इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस टू विच द सॉइल इज एवर सब्जेक्टेड, ओके, इफ यू आर लेट से नॉट कंसिडरिंग दिस 150, ओके, वी आर टेकिंग द केस जहाँ पे सॉइल पे कुछ लोड था 100 और उसी सॉइल पे बाद में लगा लोड 50 एंड फिर उसी के बाद लेट से लग गया लोड 75, बट 50 एंड 75 आर स्टिल लेसर देन 100, तो अभी तक जो मैक्सिमम सॉइल पे लोड लगा है वो कौन सा लगा है, 100 लगा हुआ है। सो दिस 100 स्ट्रेस विल बी कॉल्ड एज व्हाट, प्री कंसोलिडेशन स्ट्रेस। यदि इफ आई से दैट 100 के बाद और 50 और 75 के बाद इफ द सॉइल is being subjected to let's say 150 stress and then again it is subjected to 75 stress, तो अभी का जो नया जो प्री कंसोलिडेशन स्ट्रेस होगा वो कितना होगा, that will be 150 now, ओके, बिकॉज मैक्सिमम स्ट्रेस कितना लगा है सॉइल पे, 100 तो रहा नहीं। अब क्या हो गया, सॉइल ने कितने का स्ट्रेस झेल रखा है, दैट इज 150 वैल्यू हियर। सो इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस थिंग, सी सिग्मा नॉट इज ग्रेटर देन सिग्मा सी डैश, तो ये नॉर्मली कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल होगी। अच्छा, अब आप एक चीज़ ये समझ लीजिएगा कि इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट दिस सिग्मा नॉट डैश एंड द सेकेंड थिंग इज दिस सिग्मा सी डैश, सो दिस इज द प्रेजेंट, okay, this is the present stress and then this is the pre-consolidation stress, we are talking about C। अच्छा, जब present stress, अब यहाँ पे देखिएगा पहला पॉइंट, if you are talking this present stress is greater than pre-consolidated stress, what is there, it will be normally consolidated soil। क्यों normally consolidated soil क्या थी, जिसमें पहली बार नया लोड एकदम लग रहा है। if you are talking about the OCS, what will be there, पहले से ही कुछ बड़ा लोड उस पर लग चुका था और वो बड़ा लोड क्या था, सिग्मा सी डैश था, और जो अभी का स्ट्रेस है वो क्या है, कुछ वैल्यू में कम है। सो दैट कम्स आउट टू बी ओवर कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल या प्री कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल, पहले से वो सॉइल थोड़ा सा कंसोलिडेट हो चुकी है और अभी अगर हम उस पर लोड लगाते हैं तो क्या होगा, वो थोड़ा सा कम सेटलमेंट देगी। नाउ OCR इज जस्ट अ डेफिनेशन सॉर्ट ऑफ थिंग। OCR इज द रेशियो ऑफ व्हाट, मैक्सिमम इफेक्टिव स्ट्रेस अप्लाइड ओवर द सॉइल इन द पास्ट। सबसे पहले मैक्सिमम क्या था, यहाँ पे क्या था वैल्यू, सिग्मा सी डैश, एंड द रेशियो टू द present effective applied stress, that is sigma naught dash. So the OCR comes out to be sigma c dash by sigma naught dash. Now you can easily say when the OCR is 1, we can see the cases when the OCR is 1 or when the OCR is greater than 1 or when the OCR is less than 1. So we will be seeing these cases now. See here, OCR is what, sigma c dash जितना पास्ट में स्ट्रेस लगा था और सिग्मा नॉट डैश जितना अभी स्ट्रेस लग रहा है। So if you are talking about NCS, normally consolidated soil, what happens there, OCR is equal to 1, why, the जो अभी का जो लोड है, ओके, जो अभी का जो लोड है वो क्या होगा, वो उसके प्री कंसोलिडेटेड स्ट्रेस के बराबर होगा। OCS की अगर हम बात कर देते हैं, ठीक है, ओवर कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल, तो वहाँ पे क्या है, OCR इज ग्रेटर देन 1, यानी OCR ग्रेटर देन 1 है मतलब जो पहले स्ट्रेस लग रहा था, ओके, दिस सिग्मा सी डैश इट विल बी व्हाट, ग्रेटर देन जो अभी का स्ट्रेस लग रहा है, दैट इज व्हाट, सिग्मा नॉट डैश। अगर हम अंडर कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल की बात करते हैं, अंडर कंसोलिडेटेड बताता हूं अभी आपको, अंडर कंसोलिडेटेड सॉइल की बात करते हैं तो वहां पे क्या है, OCR इज लेस देन 1, OCR लेस देन 1 है मतलब जो अभी का स्ट्रेस जो लग रहा है दैट इज वेरी मच, जिसने अभी पूरी तरीके से कंसोलिडेशन देखा भी नहीं है, सो दैट कम्स आउट टू बी ग्रेटर देन सिग्मा सी डैश। सो व्हेन द सॉइल इज येट टू अंडरगो कंसोलिडेशन, इसका एग्जांपल देखिए, रिसेंटली प्लेस्ड फिल, जैसे इफ यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट एनी लैंडफिल विच इज अ डंपिंग ग्राउंड, सो इफ इट इज नॉट येट अंडर, इफ इट इज नॉट, इट इज अ न्यूली filled landfill, what happens there, the consolidation is yet to take place, so that soil can be termed as under consolidated soil. Now see, if you are talking about for the over consolidation, I have already told you some example like removal of construction. Let's say if you have this soil, now if you had some structure there, okay, some construction there, now you remove this construction, okay, now you remove the construction, so what happens, let's say it was applying some load 100, now you remove the construction, so it is what, the soil is over consolidation now, okay, now the load is what, reduced to 0 here, है ना, the present stress is what, the present stress sigma naught dash is what, 0, even if we apply some stress, and we apply a construction and the constructed value is let's say 50 and this 50 is what, less than, this 50 is less than what, sigma c dash, that is 100. And similarly it can be seen in many other cases. If we talk about hilly areas, we can say that melting of glacier, and if you are talking about one more case, we can say erosion of overburden. Let's say there is one soil and there is some overburden that has been placed, but with the passage of time the overburden has been reduced or has been eroded. So what happens, the overburden value which was somewhat higher in the previous time now has been somewhat reduced. So this can also be case. Now when the water table suddenly increases, so water table when suddenly increases, what happens, the effective stress decreases, and when the effective stress decreases, so the different values there, the load which was there, that also decreases, the shear strength parameters and different other things also decreases. Now if we talk about, we will be now discussing the void ratio and the effective stress curve. Okay, on arithmetic scale we will be taking this effective stress here, and then on logarithmic scale we will be taking the log sigma naught dash. Now see, if I say this one thing, remember here, if I am using this term or this term, these are both the effective stresses. These are just a different notation there. There is nothing different here, only a different notation. Now see, if you are talking about a normally consolidated soil, what happens there? पहली बार कुछ नया नया स्ट्रेस लग रहा है, और जो अभी स्ट्रेस लग रहा है वही अभी तक का सॉइल ने मैक्सिमम झेला है. ओके, नाउ सी व्हाट हैपेंस, दिस इज द E void ratio here, and this is the total this is the effective stress here. Now see, the void ratio, when the effective stress has been increased, what happens here? The void ratio will be reducing, because जब आप लोड लगा रहे हो सॉइल पे तो क्या होगा, कुछ ना कुछ void ratio में कमी आएगी. void ratio में कमी आ रही होगी किसके कारण? वॉल्यूम में बदलाव के कारण. वॉल्यूम will be reducing. Now the volume will be reducing means what? Settlement is taking place. So void ratio has been reduced to some point, this say E naught, say this has come to E1, and when you apply more pressure, what happened? It has come from E1 say E2. Now see, this change can be represented as by a slope. Now if you are talking about, let's say इस point पे tangent ले लेते हैं, इस point पे tangent ले लेते हैं, so what is there? It will be giving a slope there. Now see, we say that if you are talking about the change, let's say we are talking about E1 and E2, and corresponding E1 के साथ था that was sigma 1, and E2 के साथ it was sigma 2 dash. So what happens here? The slope will be what? Delta y by delta x. So delta y is what? Change in void ratio. So that can be said that delta E, and delta x is what? The change in, this delta x is what? The change in effective stress. Okay. So this is the slope of this curve. So this has been given as coefficient of compressibility. Remember the names here, there are certain terms which have been given. So this is the coefficient of compressibility, that is AV. So AV is equal to minus of delta E by delta sigma dash. Now see here that this delta, when you apply the stress, now see here, when you are increasing the stress, when you are increasing the effective stress, what happens? There is change in volume. What type of change? It is the negative change, that is it is reducing, volume is being reduced. So the relationship is what? The relationship is opposite. When the effective stress is increased, what happens? Void ratio decreases, volume decreases, that is the some settlement is taking place. So that is why this negative sign here has been placed here. Okay. And now if you are talking about this logarithmic scale, what happens here? In this scale, the curve which was a little bit concave here, now this becomes a straight line. So when you are talking about the straight line, so this will be some constant value. If you are talking the slope of this line, this will be some constant value. Now see, if you are talking about the slope, what is there? It will be the delta y by delta x. Each and every slope which we will be talking about here, that will be having some constant, this delta y by delta x value. So see here, for this coefficient of compression here, it is what? Delta E, that is the change in the y direction, and then log sigma 1 by sigma naught dash. Now what is this? It is nothing but log sigma 1 dash, or this minus log of sigma naught dash. That is a very much simplified form of this. Now you can simply write as division in this form, and the negative sign is due to the same reason, because when you are increasing the stress, this value is increasing and the void ratio is decreasing there. So the relation is inverse, so that is why you have applied the negative sign there at that point of time. So this is with respect to what? The normally consolidated soil. Now see, the similar relation will be observed in the over consolidated soil also. And one thing more also, see here, this coefficient of compressibility, okay, this is not a stable parameter when we talk about comparing different things. Why? Because see this, at every point the slope is changing, okay, at every point slope is being changing. But when we are talking about this log scale, can we take this log scale slope? Yes, because this is a stable parameter, this value is becoming constant here, so Cc is constant. But see here, even for this also we could have found out an average value by what? Integration. We could have simply taken some slices some slices and some slices here, and we could have simply integrated, but integration is only possible when we have the equation of that curve. Do we know the equation of this curve? No, we do not know the equation of this curve, because we do not know the integration equation of this curve, because these are simply the observed point. There are different types of soil, and different types of soil will be showing somewhat different behavior. So we cannot generalize to a simple equation. जब हम simple equation नहीं दे सकते तो उसके कारण हम क्या करेंगे, इंटीग्रेशन नहीं कर सकते. इंटीग्रेशन नहीं कर सकते तो क्या होगा, हम एक एवरेज वैल्यू ए वी के इस तरह नहीं निकाल पाएंगे. तो हम किसी दो पॉइंट से कंपैरिजन करके हम ए वी निकाल सकते हैं, बट आप कहो कि हमें इसकी एवरेज वैल्यू बता दो, या फिर हम ए वी को यूज़ कर लिया जाए, और क्योंकि यहाँ पे चेंज वो एवरेज वैल्यू नहीं दे पाएगा. सो this AV comes out to be minus delta E by delta sigma bar, but this keeps on changing with the changing points, but the CC value here, it does not changes. So now we will be seeing some empirical relations. Mostly we are talking about what, CC on the logarithmic scale. We will be talking about the logarithmic scale, because AV I have told you that is not a much stable parameter, you cannot even find out the average value there. So for most soils we will be seeing this CC value only, the logarithmic curve, the semi-log plot here. CC is what, 0.1 to 0.8. Now these are some empirical relations that you have to remember. Now see here, for undisturbed soils, that is low to medium sensitive, that coefficient of compression comes out to be 0.009 WL, that is the liquid limit. WL is the liquid limit, okay, that you have studied already in the consistency. WL minus 10 for disturbed or remolded soil, okay, the soil which has undergone some change. So for low to medium sensitive soils which has been remolded, the first case was of undisturbed, okay, now it has remolded soil, so it comes out to be 0.007 WL minus 7, where WL is what, nothing but the liquid limit. For organic clays, the CC comes out to be 1.15 into 10 to the power of minus 2 into Wn. This Wn is what, natural water content of the soil. For all the types of clays, we can simply write according to the on the basis of E naught. Now it is 1.15 into E naught minus 0.35. Now E naught is what? E naught is simply the void ratio at the start, at the initial stage, at the center of compressible layer. We have seen the compressible layer in the previous slides, where the clay layer was there of thickness h, and there was sand layer at the top and at the bottom there. So at the center of that clay layer, so if you know that thing, that will be the E naught value. For inorganic cohesive clay soils, clayey silt and silty clay, the CC comes out to be 0.30 into E naught minus 0.27, okay. So as we have already studied what, normally consolidated soil. Now we will be seeing the over consolidated soil. So in this case what happens, the curve which has been obtained by plotting the different points, by observing it in the lab, that when the effective stress has been increased, okay, what happens, the void ratio is decreasing, but this void ratio which has been decreasing is what, is shown by a graph which is somewhat convex in nature. So the coefficient of compressibility can be seen by this thing, which is almost the same, because the change in void ratio is there, and then change in the effective stress is there. Now if you talk about the logarithmic scale, what happens there, it is almost a straight line, okay, it is when you are talking about slightly convex, it is almost a straight line we will be seeing. So we can say this slope will be almost constant. So this is CC, and this CC is what, almost same, that is minus delta E, previous figure, minus then this log of sigma 1 by sigma naught, and then this is what, coefficient of recompression. Why this is coefficient of recompression? Because this is coefficient of recompression because the soil has already undergone stress. This is the over consolidated soil, and this soil has already been subjected to some stress in the past history. So this CR is what, minus of delta E log of whatever be the change in the stress. So CR is what, 1 by 5 to 1 by 10 of CC, that is observed there. And this thing, when we are talking about the entire soil, okay, the entire soil, at that point of time there is this initial stage, then the normally consolidated, and then if you are unloading at some point, then the soil will try to regain the void ratio, and then what happens, the soil's void ratio, then again if some load is applied, then soil will again compress. At that time what will be there, when the soil is again compressed, it is acting as an over consolidated soil. So that is the OCS. Now what happens if you are moving again, then applying a new load, then it will be a normally consolidated soil. So this portion we will be explaining and going it in detail and discussing how the basic soil acts when we talk about the OCS and NCS in a combined way. Okay, we have discussed it in separate ways, NCS and OCS. Now we will be discussing it in the next class, that how the soil actually behaves. Thank you.